That should cover this for the time being, Captain, until formal warrants are ready.
That's good enough for me. All I want to do is to get started. Well, sir.
No, don't go yet. There's a man I want you to meet. Ellis? Tell Major Burton to come in.
Yes, sir.
Burton's starting a big project out your way, horses. He's got a contract with the Army. It seems the remount service never caught up with their losses since the war. So much reconstruction everywhere, the farmers won't part with their horses. There's no one source for the Army to draw upon.
Major Burton, sir.
Good morning, Major.
Good morning, Governor.
I wanted you to meet Captain Norris before you left.
Major?
How do you do, Captain?
He's going to be in charge of the Texas Rangers in your district.
From what I've heard of the Rangers, I imagine the excitement will stop as soon as they hear you're moving in.
Well, hardly as soon as that, but I think we'll gradually make an impression on them.
I can't deny that you're gambling your money in a wild country, but with any luck at all, I think you should make a good thing out of it. I think the Army owes you a vote of thanks. As far as the state of Texas is concerned, we're mighty glad to have you. Good luck to you, sir.
Bye, Governor. Bye, Captain.
Say, Governor.
Cowboy, do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife?
You doggone right I do.
Lady, do you take this here cowpuncher to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Yes, sir.
Then I pronounce you man and wife. $10.
Oh, honey. $1's all she's got, Judge.
Lady, you sure got courage. He ain't worth it.
How about kissing the bride?
In the old cafe, it's time to say, here's how, boys. So forget your steers, your pioneers and cowboys. There's a certain cowboy gonna take off our boys out on the lone prairie. So put your Sunday go-to meetings on. Come on, be happy. Let the Broncos neigh, 'cause today's the day when a cowboy takes a wife. Dig in when they put the eatings on. Come on, be happy. Let the longhorn steers brush away their tears when a cowboy takes a wife. When he's landed, he'll be branded, so you'll know his gal. When she's tied him, she will ride him into her corral. Hey, boys, fill 'em up and celebrate. Come on, be happy. Let the moo-moo cow sing her moo-moo now. Let the rooster crow for a crow or so. Let the donkey bray, 'cause today's the day when a cowboy takes a wife. When he's landed, he'll be branded, so you'll know his gal. When she's tied him, she will ride him into her corral. Come on, be happy. Let the moo-moo cow sing her moo-moo now. Let the rooster crow for a crow or so. Let the donkey bray, 'cause today's the day.
Yes, sir, this is God's own country, but the devil's own people. I just want to tell you this. I represent an Eastern crowd. They wanted to invest a lot of capital out here. Now, what do you think I'm going to tell them? I'm going to tell them that anybody that invests $1 in this country is crazy. There's a fellow I met up near Smoky Creek. Major Britain's his name. He's got $50,000 in horses. Thousands of them. I told him he should have chucked his money in the creek. It would have saved him a long trip anyhow.
Who's that tenderfoot up there?
Oh, him? That's Wellman. He's out here looking around, Judge. He wants to invest some money.
Well, I guess maybe we can accommodate him.
Looks like the judge is about to call court.
Court will please come to order. The deputies will bring the prisoner before the bar of justice.
Hey, what's the idea? You're trying to get it.
Stranger, I am Judge Blake, legally appointed judge of this section. This is my court. You're accused of allowing us how there was no law in this section except a six-shooter. Do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Well, Judge, I was only...
Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Prisoner, according to your own admission, you're guilty. In the name of the law, I fine you $500.
But, Judge, that money belongs...
Order in the court. Discharge the prisoner. This session of the court is hereby adjourned. Well, that'll teach that tenderfoot not to talk too much. When are you heading for the Burton Ranch?
Everything's all set. We clean that spread out so they won't have a horse left to ride.
And by the way, how many heads he got up there?
About 1,500.
1,500? Why, he's got more than 1,000.
More than 1,000, eh? I'm glad you ain't making change over this bar for me. All right, boys, you know what to do. And don't let anything stand in your way.
I don't see what got into your father to come to this savage country. Sometimes I think we made a great mistake to come here at all. I know we'll all be scalped.
That's absurd, Aunt Carrie. The Indians are perfectly friendly. Besides, you know you'd love to be carried off by an Indian.
Alice, how can you say such things? Anyway, something terrible's going to happen. I feel it in my bones. Just think now in Connecticut the roses are blooming. It's so quiet and peaceful.
But this is exciting, Aunt Carrie. I love it. Anybody can sit in a garden and pick flowers. Here we're doing something.
The aroma of that coffee whets my appetite.
Yes, sir, Major. I can sure do justice to a good meal.
You know, Jordan, this is the first dinner in 2 weeks I'm really going to enjoy. Now that we have the horses ready for the drive, it's a big load off my mind.
And mine, too.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, sweetie.
Hello, Bob.
Hello, Miss Alice.
You're just in time. Everything's all ready. You going to be ready to leave in the morning, Daddy?
Yes, the horses are in great shape for the trip. We ought to make Dodge City without losing a single head.
That's fine. Dinner will be ready in just a minute.
Jordan, we'll see big developments here in the next few years, mark my words. Right now, the Texas Cattle Company is being formed. They're ready to invest on a big scale as soon as things settle down a bit.
Sure, it'd be great to get some good people in here, but I can't blame them much for their bit leery. All this shooting and killing going on here lately, they're bound to think the law ain't much count.
See, I told you, shooting and killing. One's life isn't worth anything in this wild country.
Aunt Carrie, stop acting like a child.
That's what you always say.
I admit things look bad, but in any case, we can't complain too much.
Just the same, I'll be glad when we get this quench delivered and get the check from the Davis brothers.
I agree with you there, Jordan.
you fellas get up on that end.
Well, they're handling pretty good so far.
Yeah, well, you better turn them to the right, Jake.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Push them over.
Major Burton, Westerners are running off the stock. What? Come on, Jordan.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
Auntie, I'm going after Father.
You shouldn't go out there!
There they go. And we didn't have much trouble with the Burton cowhands, did we?
No, they sure did hightail it.
This was easy one, huh?
Yeah.
Look, I think we talked too quick, huh?
Bert! Let's give it to him. Hollis, did they get you?
No, but they get the horse.
Hop on.
Daddy! Daddy!
How's your measure? Clear sailing now. Book, you take charge of the herd. I'll go ahead and meet you in Dodge City.
Adios.
See you later.
Hey, what's this? I get no horse.
We'll cut you one out of the wild bunch.
That's a good idea. Hey, wait! What do you think here? All right, let him up. You go. Well, that's the last one. Ain't a circle bar left in the whole valley. They're just plumb extinct.
It is very fine of the Major to have nice, easy brand like this one, huh? Was thoughtful of him. But I reckon an artist like Jake could have figured a way out, no matter how tough it was. Huh, Jake?
See
ya. Come on, boys. We got to get away early.
The ferry is my home. The ferry, let me roam. Like a tumbleweed I'll wander till I reach my home out yonder. The ferry is my home. The setting sun when the day is done is my campfire. When shadows are falling, the stars that shine are the dreams of mine that I wander. When evening is calling, the ferry is my home. The prairie, let me roam. As I face the west, I'll ride out to my little prairie hideout. The prairie is my home.
Ahoy, fellas. You sure warble nice, mister.
Like it?
Mighty nice.
Thanks. Where you heading, fella?
Oh, north, generally speaking. Just moseying around looking for a job.
Job, huh?
Yeah, I don't like to boast, but where I've worked, folks generally consider me a top hand.
We might use an extra hand. How are you with the shooting iron?
Fair. Toss up one of those cards.
That hombre could shoot a fly off a dog's tail.
Well, how about it?
All right. Want some chow?
Yes, thanks. I'd like some. Fix him up, Slim. Where you heading?
Dodge City.
Say, that's a nice bunch of horses you got there. Who owns them?
Listen, fella. You're hired to ride herd, not to ask questions.
Yeah.
The setting sun when the day is done is my campfire. When shadows are falling, the stars that shine are the dreams of mine that I wander. When evening is calling, the ferry is my home. The prairie, let me roam. As I face the west, I'll ride out to my little prairie hideout. The prairie is my home.
Sorry to bother you, Hank, but I took this fellow on as an extra hand. Mind paying him off?
Who told you to take out an extra hand? I've got a good mind to take his wages out of your pay. Round up the boys and wait for me. How about that check, mister?
Why, here it is.
Wait a minute. Forgotten me? Where's my pay?
Oh, yeah. There you are. And you're lucky to get it.
Say, I'd like to make the trip back with you. I got a nice rig, and Luke will tell you I'm a good hand.
Luke, that one at the head is no reference. Besides, I don't like your getup. It's too pretty to suit me.
Well, I could be of help. The money would sure come in handy.
Now listen, Tin Horn. Once and for all, I don't like you.
You're no little ray of sunshine to me. Hello, Captain.
Hello,
Hi,
Steve.
Jeff. Oh, Steve.
Hey, I've been worrying about you, giving account of yourself.
Well, I'm afraid that's a pretty big order.
I guess it would be if you told me everything. Come on inside.
Looks like they've been keeping you kind of busy.
You said it.
Well, let's hear it.
Captain, I think we got something on that Major Burton business.
Go ahead.
Well, I hooked up with a big drive of horses on the way to Dodge City, and I'm sure they were Burton's.
How do you figure that?
Well, Burton's brand was a Circle Bar. The brand on these horses was the Circle X. Pretty easy to change a bar to an X, and besides, the brands were fresh.
Who owns the Circle X brand?
It was registered under the name of Judge Blake of Pecos City almost 2 months ago.
Judge Blake?
Don't surprise me none at all, Captain. Not by a long shot.
Take a look at this.
What is it?
It's payment for the herd that I rode with. The one that Burton died trying to save. By a little sleight of hand, I got it from one of Blake's lieutenants, Hank Brady.
That man Blake is the backbone of all this outlawry. He's in absolute control of all that country back of him. It'd take 4 times as many rangers there are in the whole organization to go in and get him.
Captain, I think I have a plan. Jeff and I can put this over. We'll give Blake the check, and when he goes to cash it, we'll arrest him and get him out of town before his men have a chance to get started.
It's a mighty long chance, Steve. Suppose this Hank should come back.
I figure he'd be afraid to come back after he lost the check.
Maybe you're right, but I wouldn't count on it.
Well, maybe not. But, Captain, with your permission, we're leaving for the Pecos right away.
If you think you can get away with it, boys, good luck to you. Anyway, if you get in trouble, you can always prove that you're rangers.
Well, Captain, I'm afraid that'll be about the last thing we'd want to do. A rattler up there is more popular than a ranger.
We don't aim to be the guest of honor, no necktie party, Captain.
I guess you're right.
Here's the hotel, Miss Alice.
I wonder where the courthouse is.
There it is, miss. And I reckon you'll find Judge Blake in there now. Can I help you down?
Thank you. You put the horses up, Don?
Yes, Mom.
It was very nice, sir. Thank you. You're very kind.
How do you do, ladies? I'm Judge Blake. Can I do anything for you?
I was looking for the courthouse. They told me it was in here.
I don't wonder you're surprised, miss. This don't look much like a courtroom, I'll admit. We haven't any real proper courthouse here in Pecos City yet.
Yes, I understand. I wonder if I could talk to you. Confidentially.
Why, certainly. Come right into the hotel.
Thank you.
See you later.
Now, in what way can I be of service to you?
I came to see you about the probate of my father's will. Major Burton. Perhaps you've heard of him?
Why, yes, of course. You poor child. I knew your father well, and I'm mighty glad you came to see me. I'll consider it a privilege to do anything I can for you. That was very sad. A tragedy. Such a fine man.
I wonder what the Burton girl wants with the judge.
Don't look so good, does it?
Oh, looks like the spider and the fly.
And I suppose that the fly needs a friend.
You said it.
I know. As soon as I saw that pretty girl, I knew she was going to need a friend, and I knew who the friend was going to be.
You're going to stay a day or two, I hope.
Why, yes.
Good. Now, just leave everything to me. You will be my guests. Oh, Henderson.
Yes.
These ladies are my guests. See that they're made most comfortable.
Yes.
How do you do? You're Miss Burton, aren't you?
Why, yes.
I'm Steve Ainsley. This is Mr. Carter.
How do you do, man?
How do you do?
I wonder if we could talk to you for a few minutes concerning your business with Judge Blake.
Why, well, certainly, but I'm afraid I can't ask you in.
Oh, that's all right. Do you mind stepping downstairs for a minute?
Well, if you'll wait for me, I'll be right down.
Thank you, Miss Burton. Miss Burton, I don't want to seem mysterious, but what I have to tell you is absolutely confidential.
Miss Burton, while your niece and Mr. Ainsley are discussing lady affairs, would you care to see the sights of Pecos City?
I'd be charmed, Mr. Cartwheel.
Carter is the name, ma'am. Carter.
Isn't that silly of me?
I hope your aunt doesn't think I was rude.
I'm sure she'll be glad to get away from me for a while.
I'm afraid I don't quite understand that.
What is it you wanted to see me about, Mr. Ainsley?
Shall we sit down? Miss Burton, will you keep in confidence what I have to tell you, at least for a little while? I can assure you it's for your own good.
Why, yes, if it's all right.
I promise you it is. I'm a Texas Ranger, here investigating a matter, well, connected with your father's death. I have strong reason to believe that Judge Blake is deeply involved.
Judge Blake? Why, I can't believe it.
I'm positive it's the truth. Listen.
Oh, this place makes me feel so romantic.
Yeah, you know, Miss Carey, this is quite an eventful place. Done a lot of big things.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
Yeah, I reckon I do. But I don't see so well.
Oh, silly.
You know, Miss Carey, you see that store over there?
Yeah.
Well, one day there was 12 men slaughtered just like that.
Oh.
And just the other day, the Indians came storming down that road, scalping men right and left.
Indians?
Yeah, women and children, too. Oh. And I'll never forget the time...
Mr. Cartwright, don't you think we'd better get back to the hotel?
It's a pleasure, ma'am. It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
I want you to know I appreciate your help.
Oh, Alice, we've had the most wonderful time.
I'm so glad, Aunt Carrie. What have you been doing?
Oh, nothing. Nothing special. Well, we must go to our room. It's getting late. Thank you, Mr. Cartridge. Goodbye. Goodbye, all. Come, Alice.
Goodbye, and thank you for everything.
Goodbye. Two charming ladies.
What do you mean, two? Judge, I gotta talk to you alone.
Come on. Well, what is it?
Judge, the check I got for the Burton horses was stolen from me.
Stolen? Why, you poor dumb halfwit. Who stole it? Some woman, huh?
No, Judge, I couldn't help it. A bunch of men jumped me and knocked me out. I can prove it. Honest, Judge, I didn't have a chance. But no harm will come from it. You can get another check if it isn't cash. There's nobody around here would dare forge your name, you know that.
Well, maybe you're right, but I still think you're dumb. But never mind about it now. I got something more important on my mind. Major Burton's daughter's here.
What does she know?
She came to me for aid and legal advice. She knows nothing. She's got the deed to the ranch with her, and if she should happen to lose it, well, that ranch could be declared open to homesteading.
I get the point.
That's something well worth going after.
Uh-huh. And then what do we do?
When I give Blake the check, I'll tell him I'm a representative of Davis Brothers. When he goes to cash it, we got him.
Oh. From then on, my friend, we've got to move fast. What do I do?
When they're chasing us out of town, you'll act as a rear guard.
Oh, I see. I get shot first, huh? Yeah.
Put out that light.
What's the matter?
Stick 'em up. Get away from that door.
Alice, what's happened? I don't know.
It's all right, ladies. There's no need to be frightened. Someone broke into your room. I think I know who it was. Now, don't worry. You won't be bothered anymore tonight.
Somebody followed me to Miss Burton's room. I think it's the same fellow who stole the draft from me in Dodge City.
Is he up there now?
I left him there.
What happened? We heard a lot of noise.
Somebody broke into the room there, but I guess he got away.
What's going on here? What's this all about?
Someone broke into Miss Burton's room, Judge. I happened to see it and got over as quickly as I could, but he got away.
You heard that, Miss Burton? Is it true?
Yes, Judge, that's right.
Who are you?
I'm a representative of Davis Brothers of Dodge City. Incidentally, I have a check for you for the last bunch of horses you sent up. Apparently, your man lost it.
You got it on you?
Oh, yes. I was going to give it to you in the morning.
Why, that's my father's wallet.
Davis Brothers, eh? My friends, you're under arrest. In the name of the law, I charge you with the theft of Davis Brothers' check, horse stealing, and the murder of Major Burton. Boys, take him to jail.
Come on, fella. Get going.
All right, folks. You better all go back to bed. Miss Burton, I'm sorry you got dragged through all this mess. But I promise you, that man will get the punishment he deserves.
And, Judge, he told me he was a Texas Ranger.
Oh, he did, eh?
I'd like to leave this with you. It's my father's will and the deed to the ranch. I know you'll do what's to be done.
Why, of course, Miss Burton. I'll look after your interests like you was my own daughter.
Thank you. I know I can trust you. But I'm not going to stay here any longer. I'm going home.
Now? In the middle of the night? Don't you think you better wait till morning?
Probably, but I'm so nervous about the whole thing, I want to get home.
I think I understand. I'll find your man and get your team brought around. The rest you can leave to me. When everything's ready, I'll send for you.
Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
A lot of trouble bringing this no-account horse thief and killer to trial.
Yeah, I've been thinking the same thing myself, Judge. And him posing as a Texas Ranger.
Just to add an insult to injury. Still, I suppose we gotta let justice take its course. I ain't calling a session of court. I just want to say a few words in the interest of law and order. I want you to know that I have apprehended the murderer of Major Burton. Now, this outrage is doubly pitiful because it makes an orphan out of a little girl, his daughter, left alone and helpless to fight the world. Now, I know your ideas about what is a proper ending for rustlers and killers. But, boys, I want to warn you. In case any of you feel inclined to take the law into your own hands, well, I'd be mighty upset.
You wouldn't want us to take you seriously, would you, Judge?
I guess there ain't much danger of that. Look.
Better take a look in there, Slim, see if our prisoner's all right.
Yeah, he's all right.
Stick him up. Come on up. Now turn around and face the other way. I'm gonna drop those belts with one hand. Come on. Now, whichever one of you's got the keys to that jail, step over there and open that door. Come on, I ain't fooling.
All right, you birds, inside.
Get your six on.
You boys want to take a nice long sleep that's liable to last for a few thousand years, just let one yip out of you. Listen, when they locked you up, I kept under cover on purpose, but I kept my ears and eyes open.
Go on.
Miss Buttons turned all of her papers over to Judge Blake. She's gone back to the ranch.
Tonight?
Yeah, she said you didn't seem safe around here. She's acting a little upset.
She'll be more upset before Judge Blake gets through with her unless we do something.
Yes, and you're going to be plenty upset, too, unless you do something. They're planning a nice little necktie party for you, Mr. Ainsley. They want to stretch them vocal cords of yours.
Necktie party, eh?
That's the plan.
Well, then here's our plan. I'll show myself, and they'll try to catch me. I'll lead them out of town, and you go to the hotel and find out where Judge Blake keeps his valuables. Grab Miss Burton's papers and clear out for the ranch, and I'll meet you there later.
Why don't you just shoot yourself now instead of doing all this running around first?
Oh, it'll work. It's got to work.
Anything you say, Steve.
Where's the guard?
What happened?
Locked us up in there and got away.
Are you numbskulls?
Well, we couldn't.
One couple of guys you are. Shut up! What do you think you're put here for?
We found the keys,
Yes.
Quick, Judge Blake. That guy Ainsley escaped from jail.
Inside.
Come on. Turn around. Oh, put your hands behind you.
You ain't gonna hog-tie me.
Listen, Blake, I'd hate to have to shoot you because I hope to see you hang. Now, come on, put those hands behind you.
You're gonna wish you never was born.
Yeah, well, there ain't nobody celebrating your birthday. Well, Judge, I hope we meet again with you on the end of a rope.
What are you doing here?
Waiting for you.
just came out of here.
He goes this way.
All right, let's get him.
How do you do, Miss Burton?
What are you doing here?
Listen, Miss Burton,
I won't talk to you.
But you've got to listen. I didn't have anything to do with your father's death. What I told you is the truth.
How can you say that? I saw you with my father's wallet.
I took it away from one of Judge Blake's men in Dodge City, hoping to prove something I've been trying to for weeks. You've got to believe me. You see, we, the Rangers, have been trying to get something on Judge Blake for months. It was my job to hook up with those rustlers. The brands on the stock had all been changed, but there was no doubt that they were your father's. That's Jeff Carter, my partner. He'll prove it. Hiya, Jeff. Did you get him?
Sure did.
We took these from Judge Blake before it was too late. In another week, he did everything you own. Listen, you heard me accused of murder, rustling, everything there is in the calendar. If that's true, I'd bother with all this?
I'm sorry. Maybe I was wrong, but...
Never mind. I know you were upset. Looked bad, I'll admit.
It still looks bad to me. That gang that followed me out of town is liable to be here most any time now.
See who it is.
Excuse me, Miss Alice. We thought maybe something was wrong. First one rider come a-dashing up here, and then another.
Oh, there's nothing wrong. These men are Rangers. They're friends of mine.
Boys, we've been trying to find out who killed Major Burton. We know now that it was Judge Blake and his outfit, and that's not the only killing they've been responsible for. They know that we have the goods on them now, and so there's liable to be some trouble around here anytime.
Well, if there's any trouble connected with Miss Alice, we're in it.
Thank you, Don.
Miss Burton, you better stay inside. We'll take care of this.
We're legal deputies if Judge Blakeman wants you to. And you better come peaceful.
Suppose we don't.
Well, then, maybe we get the judge to have a legal writ and take you before us.
Are you trying to scare us?
You killed Major Burton and stole his stock.
You're a liar. And if you don't want no trouble, get on your way.
All right. Alice, go back and get the judge and some more of the boys. They wouldn't miss seeing this pair dancing the fandango at the end of a rope for anything. Tell them to get all the men he can. And waste no time.
Easy now.
Get a writ. Why, he can't even write.
Get going, Collis.
Wait up. It'll take them at least 2 hours to get back here, won't it?
Yeah, 2 hours anyway.
I'm terribly worried.
Now, calm down, Miss Alice. I know things look bad, but we'll figure out a plan. Have you got any more men?
Yeah, Joe and Ben down at the corral.
You better get them in here.
I'll go fetch them right away.
This fellow Blake is plenty tricky, and we have to be careful of any moves we make.
We'll keep out of sight here and wait for the judge. Pete, Sam, get up on that hill and watch the house.
Well, here they are.
Pretty small garrison. It's going to be tough to hold them off. I know they got us outnumbered 5-1. There's only one chance. I'm going to take it.
What are you going to do?
Now, don't worry. Everything will be all right. Jeff, you know what to do.
Steve got through all right?
Oh, sure, he's gonna live to a ripe old age. Fortune teller told me so.
Well, I shall be all right if I don't die of suspense.
They tell me that ain't so painful.
Folks, here comes Judge Blake now.
Miss Burton. Miss Burton.
I'll go. What is it, Judge Blake?
I'm sorry to bother you like this, but you're harboring two men who are wanted by the law. And as the representative of that law here in Pecos County, I must ask for their surrender.
They're not criminals, Judge.
I'll decide that.
Pardon me, Miss Alice, please. Now, just what is it you want?
I want you and your partner.
What you want and what you get are two different things.
In the name of the law, I demand your surrender.
We don't recognize your law, Blake.
Miss Burton, if I don't get these men, I won't be responsible for the consequences.
I'm sorry, Judge. I can't help you.
I'm sorry for you. You'll hear from me later.
Don't pay him no mind, Miss Alice.
Captain, the Burton Ranch is being attacked by Judge Blake and his men. We need every man we can get. Every minute counts. This is our one great chance to wipe out this bunch once and for all. Jeff and a handful of men are trying to hold them off until we get there.
Lock, round up every available man at once. Come on, Steve.
They won't hurt you ladies, I reckon, no matter what happens. But you might get hurt accidental. Have you got a cellar?
No, but I can shoot. If they attack us, I'm going to fight back.
That's fine, miss. But please be careful, because I kind of reckon Steve is expecting me to look out for him. Now, you and Miss Carey go in the kitchen there and keep low, will you?
We'll attack in force and smoke them out quick. Go ahead, boys.
All right, boys, when they get close enough, let them have it.
What's the matter now? What are you running away for?
They're barricaded too strong for us. There's more in there than we expected.
Then spread out. Fight them in groups. Set fire to the place. What are you waiting for? Go ahead.
I think it is good we go to the back of the house, huh?
That's a good idea.
Hey, they just got Carter. That's too bad. Tom, get up on that roof.
Here, let me help you.
I'll go on, Miss Alice. You better get out of sight.
certainly rounded up a gang of them. Come on, boys, get them on horses. Go ahead, Ford, go with them. All right. Go ahead. What's this?
Here's another one, boys. Captain, is the end of our troubles.
Looks like all his trouble's going to end with his neck.
Fine work, Steve. You too, Jeff. I'm holding this gang for the federal authorities. Blake will be hanged before summer, or I miss my guess.
Captain, I wanted to ask you, do you think it'd be possible if I...
Captain, he wants a furlough.
Oh. Well, I don't blame him. Granted. Come on, Stanley.
Put your Sunday go-to meetings on. Come on, be happy. Let the Broncos neigh, 'cause today's the day when a cowboy takes away. Dig in when they put the eatings on. Come on, be happy. Let the Longhorn steers brush away their tears when a cowboy takes away. When he's landed, he'll be branded, so you'll know his gal. When she's tied him, she will ride him into her corral. Hey, boys, fill them up and celebrate. Come on, be happy. Let the moo-moo cow. Let the rooster crow. Let the donkey bray.
Please, now, Miss Karen, now, please.